Hello, friends, and welcome back to Habit, Heart, and Possibility. This channel is all about journaling, gentle productivity, cozy routines, reading life, and creative planning. If that sounds like your kind of space, tap that like button so YouTube knows to share this with more creative planners like you. So, this is another recipe for my gluten-free friends. This is today my fried chicken recipe. So this is a very simple recipe. I used this before I had to do gluten-free. All we did was switch up the type of flour we used. It is my original recipe that I have always had, and it is a 5-star recipe. I know I'm always putting 5 stars, but we have this almost every Friday because it's Friday and we fry our chicken. I guess we have it every other Friday, but so So the ingredients are going to be a little different. So there's gluten-free flour and McCormick. About that. McCormick's Grill Meats. Montreal chicken seasoning. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what I get. I've always used this and was excited to find out it is gluten-free. It does only say gluten-free, but we have been using it and it is celiac safe. So these are the two ingredients in the dry mix. Or breading. And it is a quarter cup. Oh, that's sorry, half cup to 1 tablespoon every time you refill it. So we use 3 chicken breasts, but we use we go to BJ's and we get the big 10-pound bag of the frozen chicken breasts, and they vary in size. And so we let them defrost either in the fridge overnight or on the counter during the day. Only do that if you're at home because you don't want it all day on the counter if you're not able to watch it, because if it gets too warm, you could get sick. So just use as much as you're using it. If you run low and you need more, the same thing, it's a mix. It's a tablespoon to the half cup. You just have to do it again. That's how much we use. And a quarter cup mayo. And canola oil for frying. If you have a deep fryer, that works. If you have an air fryer, it also works in an air fryer. We have done that. Um, you can sub peanut oil. It does fry faster in that though. Just know the difference of your oils. Corn oil also works. Just vegetable oil works as well. This is just the oil that we tend to use. So, directions. Cube chicken breast. Okay, and then drudge cubes in mayo. Bread cubes. Fry cubes in hot oil. Now, if you're testing the oil to see if it's hot, if you're just using it in a pot, I use the oil, oh, here we go. Test oil in pan by putting a drop and only a drop of water in it. If it sizzles, it's ready. That's how you test it if you don't have a thermometer. I don't know what temperature it needs to be if you have a thermometer. This is the method I use. All right, so turn cubes while in oil so they brown on all sides. You're not going to put all of them in at the same time. So only about 3/4 of the bottom of the pot so that you can scrape the stuff out. Um, so I put a paper plate or a plate, and I will either put a paper towel on that plate or a paper plate on that plate so that it absorbs the oils from the chicken as it cools. So that's where you put it. You don't want it piping hot. The grease can burn you. So short story about this. This is my original recipe, and one day it was on the menu and I wasn't feeling quite so well, so I kind of went to bed and the kids still really wanted it. My husband still really wanted it. And so my husband tried making it, and now he makes it every time because he makes my recipe so much better than I make my recipe. And I believe he skips the mayo. So you don't actually have to put it in the mayo, I guess. I've done it without the mayo part too. So if you're not a mayo person, you can go from the cubes and just do it in the breading. Yeah. And you just have to judge on how golden it is, and that for it's all about watching the chicken and deciding when you think it's done. You've got to if this is not a timing kind of thing where you know exactly how many minutes. Yeah. So this is definitely dairy free, lactose free, and gluten free. I'd say it's kosher. It is not vegan or vegetarian because we're talking chicken here. And you can adjust this, like I said, because you know the breading amount. You just keep adding more of that half cup and tablespoon mix to the amount of chicken that you have, and you could keep making more and more. I used to also make it he's the one that started doing cubes, which is how it came out so much better. I used to do it in, like, chicken tender sizes, and yeah. So, the cube part is his adjustment to the recipe, and it just comes out perfect, like chef's kiss perfect. So, Lisa and Justin. It's my husband, if you didn't know. All right. Let's get a little decoration on this page. Probably not much because there's not much room on here. We did a lot. We're going to put tasty right there. There we go. Need that. Pulling it out. This is good. All right. So this is fried chicken. Thanks for being a part of this cozy corner of habit, heart, and possibility. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new journaling or gentle living video or recipe. And let me know in the comments, have you ever made a recipe and then someone else has done it much better than you using your recipe? Let me know. I love hearing from my creative community, and I'll see you soon.